Here, the head coach of the Cavaliers, Jamie Cluesman. It's the start of a new season. Coach, I think the start of every new year is exciting, and really this year is no different for your team.
Yeah, October 15th is a special day. I was talking to Coach Mellinger earlier today, and it's a little bit different feel this year just because we were given 2 extra hours in the preseason. We've had some longer practices, but now we're in our 20 hours a week, so our practice will be a little bit longer than they have been. But the feel is a little bit different. We're still very excited to get the season rolling. We're expecting big things from our kids this year.
That new rule, we'll touch on that a little bit. How much further along is this team now from a year ago, not only year 2 with you, but that extra time?
I wouldn't say we're that much further along. I'd just say we're probably a little bit sharper with certain areas compared to last year. We didn't get too far in depth into certain things in the preseason. We're implementing our half-court man-to-man defense, put in our transition offense, which we're changing up a little bit. We've got some different reads off of that, so it's just been constant review of all of that. So we want to get the basis of our motion down before we start implementing all of our set plays.
Coach, with your team and any team, it starts with seniors and senior leadership, and you have a pretty good one to lean on.
Yeah, Sunita's been great. She was a great player for us last year. When we talked with her at the end of last year, before she went home for summer, we really challenged her to be a leader, not just by her actions on the court, by being vocal. She's really stepped into that role. She's done everything and more that we've asked her to do, so we couldn't ask for a better leader so far. And people have really, responded to her. And others have even stepped up and been a lot more vocal, and that's what we lacked last year. I thought we had a lot of leaders who led by action but didn't necessarily step up and say things when they needed to be said, but we've got multiple players doing that this year.
Just one senior, but a very experienced junior class, KJ, Hannah, Ada, and some other kids that have played a lot in this program. Touch on that and your team as a whole here as you start practice today.
Yeah, the junior class, they've stepped up and have taken on that leadership role as well. I think they, as sophomore class last year, thought that it was the seniors and juniors' job to lead us, and kind of took a back seat to that when they didn't necessarily need to. But this year, it's been a challenge, but they've stepped up to it. Hannah, who barely speaks when she's on the floor, has been very vocal. She's taken a couple of the freshmen under her wing, and they've really tagged along, and I think they're learning a lot from her. Not just by how she performs on the court, but by her being vocal as well. You'll see her in practice pull one of the other guards aside, and I can't think of a single time that she did that last year.
Coach, pretty good recruiting class, at least we hope so, coming in. Touch on those kids and maybe some of their skill sets.
Yeah, Caitlin Ross, we were very excited to get her. We needed a point guard. She's top-notch. She's got a great basketball IQ. She's going to be a great leader for us, even though she's a freshman. I think she's ready to step up to the plate. Nia Van Zant, another freshman, played 1 and 2 for us. She's great at getting to the rim, has a great outside shot, so I think she'll be a little bit of a matchup problem for some teams. And you got Leah Kessner, who's coming off a shoulder injury, so she's still trying to find her way into not limiting herself with her shoulder, but she's coming around. And then Alyssa Padilla, she's a role player. She understands her role. She's a great defender, creates a lot of second opportunities for us on the rebounding side of things. So, we're looking forward to seeing what they can bring to the table this year.
New year, but it's also a new league here at UVA-Wise, joining the South Atlantic Conference. I know we've played some of those schools in the past, but what's your familiarity with the league and your thoughts on this transition into the SAC?
It's going to be tough. Mountain East was a competitive league for us, but I feel like the SAC from top to bottom is a little bit more competitive. So, we're going to have our hands full, but we're excited. I think it's going to be an overall better experience for our student athletes. We're not going to be spending, 3 or 4 days on the road traveling to our games. We won't miss as much class time. That way we're not focusing so much on our classes while we're on the road, while also preparing for a game. So, overall, going to bigger cities, better experiences all around. We're excited. you know, we are always up for a challenge, and we're ready to get rolling.
Coach, thank you for your time, and have a great season.
Thank you.